Winston and Tangela too, and our host Vincent Van Dahl. And he brings it to ya! Creature features and all creatures and all creatures. And the creature gonna get you tonight. You better not turn out your bedroom light. He'll grab your head and give it such a bite. You may even die, just from a fright. You ain't nothing gonna be, baby. You ain't nothing gonna be alright. Cause the creature gonna get you, baby. Gonna get you tonight.
Attention hardcore fans of horror, space aliens, gore, and monsters. You probably will not enjoy tonight's film in the least bit. It was rated a very soft PG in Australia, Canada, the UK, and the States. It didn't even merit that rating in Quebec, and thus was relinquished to a G rating by our French-speaking friends to the north. It plays off much like a Spielberg family movie, even starring the lad from E.T. It has elements that'll remind you of the Goonies, and even has scenes that could remind you of the film Stand By Me. That said, our film tonight is a wonderful adventure picture from Australia, and we think the rest of you will find this to be a most enjoyable respite from the typical schlock we serve every weekend.
Doubtful.
Welcome to Creature Features. I'm your host, Vincent. The little lovely over to this side would be my adorable sidekick, Tangela. She won't speak very much during the program. However, with a bit of luck, you might catch her bashing one of the household staff over the head with a rolling pin. And over to this end, we have the industrious Mr. Livingston, whose skill in pairing fine wines to European cuisine is second only to Madonna's proficiency in selecting cosmetic surgeons.
Lord help me.
And do we have a most fantastic program in store for you? As mentioned in my previous warning, we shall screen a lovely family film this evening entitled Frog Dreaming. Filmed entirely in Australia by the talented Brian Trenchard Smith, this epic adventure stars Henry Thomas, Tony Berry, and Rachel Friend. And I absolutely adore this film.
You also like Beavis and Butthead.
Tangela says you remind her of one of the characters from that very program, and it is not Beavis. Joining us to watch tonight's film, which just so happens to also be one of Tangela's favorites, will be our friend Baker Clare Elaine from The Wooden Pedal. She'll share with us some new creations she's invented, introduce us to a silly little dog, and chime in about tonight's film. So don't go away, for it is to be another night of Australian cinematic fright, right here on Creature Features. Stay tuned. He's such a happy little pooch.
He's doing pretty good, huh?
No, he's wonderful. Hey, did you know that if all viewers switched to Channel 7, they could watch The Big Carnival?
Again?
Again? No, 1951, veteran newspaper reporter Charles Tatum has been fired by several metropolitan dailies. That sounds much more boring than our film tonight.
That's true.
Welcome, Clare Elaine. How are you? Long time.
Great. Good to see you again.
I like the way you did your hair.
Thank you.
Can you do mine? I'm having trouble with it tonight.
You're my kind of inspiration.
No, I'm going flat. Look, it's. I could tell the weather's changing because of my hair.
Same with him.
So who is this little chap?
This is little Lincoln, the senior puppy.
Lincoln?
Yeah.
You named him after a president?
He kind of came that way.
You know, I once had a Pekingese named Charles.
Yeah.
So I can see that would make sense.
But it's not often that you call your dog by their given name.
Oh, so what's his nickname?
Oh, all sorts. Boom Boom,
Oh, I
Little
like
Man,
Boom Boom is nice.
Creature from the deep, I call him a lot.
No, he is not a creature from the deep. He is just a kind little creature. Anyways, welcome to the show. We've got Clare Elaine tonight. She's our famous pretzel maker, bread maker, baker. You have all kinds of surprises.
I do.
She came in with an entire truckload of treats that she's going to share with us. And you know, Andrew, every time he sees your car pull up, he does a little dance. Now he gets excited at your bakewares. And then we're going to show Frog Dreaming.
Loved it.
This is a good film because it has the lad from
Wee
E.T.
Elliot from E.T.
Right.
Yeah.
No, but he's a bit taller now, is he
He's a
not?
few years older, I believe.
Right,
And
right.
they still had him on his bike.
They did do the whole bike thing, did they not? But this plays like a Steven Spielberg film. It's like as if Steven Spielberg grew up in Australia and decided to make a film, and then this is what you would get.
The Australian bush was lovely.
They don't have a Lincoln in it, do they?
They don't.
No, they
Nobody
need Lincoln.
does.
All right, what do you say we start this film, and then we're going to take a look at some of these items you brought for us, right?
Sounds good.
All right, off we go. Frog Dreaming. Don't you dream your way out of here, because we need you here tonight. And stick around. We'll see you soon. Frog Dreaming. Sing a Frog Dreaming song, Tangela. She's looking at the goods. She likes goods. She doesn't like singing about movies, frog movies. Anyways, this film, did you know that the creature is based on an Australian legend called the Bunyip? Oh, what kind of name is that? Bunyip. It sounds like something you say backwards. Bunyip, spelled backwards, spells something else. Anyways, I like this movie.
It's pretty good.
We need to show more fun kid movies.
Adventurous romps.
It is an adventurous romp. Well, you know, this film was originally, or it was changed, the name was changed to The Quest, which makes no sense to me.
Frog Dreaming doesn't make too much sense.
No, but it's more unique. I mean, how many films were called The Quest, right?
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, we'll get back to the film in a moment, but let's take a look at what you got here. Show us one of these.
So I've been working on some new items, somewhat inspired by this crew here, and it's going to come out in the new year. First one is called the Vegan Menace.
Vegan Menace.
Made with the hottest ghost pepper right in the middle there.
Oh, look at her.
I don't know who can really eat it, but
she'll
because
do
it's
it.
so hot, it's really hot.
Oh, my goodness.
It's
She
really
like
hot.
hot food?
And it is
Give me a
vegan.
sample of this.
In the middle is a full ghost pepper.
Oh, my goodness.
So be careful.
Oh, it smells so good, but
My
I don't
classic
do
fresh
the
baked
ghost.
pretzel.
I don't do the pepper
pepper.
stuff.
Don't do the pepper. Tangela approves.
Oh my God, this is.
All right, the Vegan Menace approves.
Your pretzels are the most unique things I've ever seen, because it's not like the hard, cruel pretzels, right? The kind that crunch and cut your.
Break your teeth.
Right. Yes. No. These are like, they're like croissants. They're
Yeah.
like, the whole French wonderful thing. So this is something you actually sell in your store. Don't you have to have a warning label or something?
I don't know that I'm going to keep them this spicy for the store. I figured I'd kind of practice on Tangela and see how it goes.
Oh.
But she didn't even flinch.
No, well, she's good with poisons as well, and I've once seen her digest bleach.
Oh, well, no label needed for her.
No, somebody told her that she needs to clear out her sinuses, and she drinks some bleach. All right, what do you say we get back to this film, and then when we come back, we can take a look at another
I
one,
got
right?
a couple more for you to try.
All right, off we go. Back to Frog Dreaming. Don't you dare go away, because I'll be sad, and so will Claire. Bye.
This portion of Creature Features is brought to you by CreatureFeatureStore.com, the official merchandiser of Creature Feature accessories.
Welcome back to the show. Miss Claire stepped away. I think she's getting more stuff.
I gain weight when she comes.
Well, it's good food, though. It's good weight, right? In any case, we're going to do some mail because you send us mail, and if we don't read it, there's international law against that particular action. So we don't want to disobey the law, do we?
International law.
Right. It's like something they wrote in The Hague. What do you got for me, Mr. Livingston?
How do you come up with these things?
Oh, they just pop out of my brain.
This is from the one true evil dictator of Earth.
I thought I was the one true evil dictator of Earth.
I thought so as well.
No, all right. Evening all. Like so many others, I stumbled across your show on YouTube and have been addicted ever since. Vincent is a picture of rock and roll class. Told you. Mr. Livingston is always wonderfully dignified, no matter what silly nonsense is thrown his way. And Tangela is indeed lovely. Hey, cute and psychotic, what's not to like? I don't imagine this is a very practical suggestion, but I'd love to see the band Liliac as guests on your show. The name means vampire bat in Romanian, and so it says on their site, if memory serves. Mostly a cover band, and a great one at that. Alas, they're over in the Atlanta, Georgia area, so it might not be feasible to have them as guests, unless you did a live TV stream kind of thing, which would be kind of cool. So real quick on that, we don't do bands on this show. You know, I played rock and roll for years. Now I'm sick of rock and roll. And, you know, I'm sure these are a lovely group of musicians, but no, we seldom have, like, any type of musician type people. We'll have, like, a bloke, like, from the 60s. Sit here and talk about his band and stuff. But
Right.
no, we don't do bands. So, like everyone else, I find you three, fourth Andrew, infinitely more interesting than the usually lame movies. For a real stinkeroo, check out the incredibly strange creatures who stopped living and became crazy mixed-up zombies. Can't find it? No great loss. Go see Psychomania instead, the worst of all the bad biker movies with occult overtones. It contains George Sanders' last performance. He must have really needed the money. Well, I'm off for now. We'll be sending prezzies a bit later. My best to all, Seth Tyresin, the one and only true evil dictator of Earth. No, I think he deserves the title better than I do.
I don't
No,
think
look
so.
at that last name. That is a wonderful last name for an evil dictator.
Tiresome.
Right. Thanks for writing, sir. Next up, Mr. Livingston.
This is from Sean. Simply Sean, Philadelphia.
Hello, host of Creature Features. I've been watching your show since I first discovered it back in July of this year. It's been great from the first time I came across it while looking to watch The Innocents from 1960s. You know, we showed that film.
Did we?
I think you even liked it. This is a black and white film with the ghost babies.
Classic.
Something like that. It reminds me of the older horror shows I used to watch with my late uncle, the same man who got me into horror, sci-fi, and fantasy in the first place. Vincent, I like your charm as a host and your style as a rock star. See, I told you I was a charming rock star. It reminds me a lot of my dad during his younger rock and roll days. I also love the many guests you bring to the show, my favorite being Gigi Edgley from one of my favorite TV shows, Farscape. Gigi, we need to have her back on.
She's overdue.
No, I think she went back to Australia.
I think she's living in California.
Oh, is that true? Tencella, I love how you say so much without needing to utter a word. I also enjoy your love for many stuffed and otherwise macabre things, like octopi. How could anyone not? Livingston, your air and approach to the daily grind is one I emulate on many levels. Never change, good sir. With all my praise out of the way, I wanted to ask you all what your favorite sort of monster is, be it alive, undead, from outer space, etc. I always tend to love anything that comes from beneath the ocean, like Godzilla, the Kraken, and Shuluthu. Lots of love and support from Philadelphia, Sean. Well, thank you, Sean. What's your favorite monster?
Vampires.
Vampires? What about you? She likes octopi. It looks like a hair. You know, the only monsters I like are human monsters. Like, you know, I like watching those true crime shows. So,
Oh, I see.
right,
You mean monster personalities.
monster people. What else you got? Last one.
A letter from Bodega Bay.
Bodega Bay, a local. We don't hear too often from locals, do we?
No.
I mean, so close. We hear from like several counties over, but not local. All right, creature features. It says, Dear Mr. Van Dahl, your show is good, but you should fire that handyman. He doesn't appear to do much and seems like a stupid head. You should also give that hard-working butler a few months off, maybe a year, in Europe. Just send him away. Finally, you should let Tangela borrow your Bentley for the bracket drag races at Sonoma Raceway. It wouldn't hurt if you also gave her some cash so she could fit the aforementioned Bentley with a nitrous oxide injection feed. Yours truly, Jane Doe, Bodega Bay, California. Yeah, I don't think there's any Jane Doe in Bodega Bay, California. I think there's a Tangela in Bodega Bay, California. You know, if you want to write a letter, don't waste a stamp. You know, you can just stick it in the mailbox. Silly girl. I thought you screened this mail.
I didn't see this one.
No. All right, that's it for mail. If you'd like to send us mail yourself, go visit our little site right here, Hello Creature Features. It'll tell you how to send us a letter in the mail from Bodega Bay, an email, or if you'd like to send a box full of gifts, we'll take those as well. We'll be right back with Clare Elaine, but first let's get back to frog dreaming. Hello friends, Tangela and I would like to take a moment to compel you to join Creature Features TV. It is our new streaming service that offers you early access to Creature Features from your computer or your favorite set-top device. You can see the full archive of Creature Feature episodes, movies we've yet to present on the show, a library of items from the original program, plus many other items you won't find anywhere else. Your small yet generous subscription fee not only supports the operation of the service, but actually helps finance the creation of our show. It's a very inexpensive way to ensure that we'll be able to continue producing Creature Features for years to come. Not to mention it'll keep Tangela out of making mischief and wreaking havoc in the village as well. So please visit creaturefeaturestv.com to learn more. And thank you so much for your support. You do cause trouble. Welcome back to Creature Features. We have been joined by Mr. Livingston because Miss Claire made something special for him, right?
Yes, inspired by this lovely German gentleman, I've made the butler's breakfast.
The butler's breakfast.
Which is a jumbo pretzel stuffed with a vegetarian sausage, which don't judge because I know you probably are pretty picky about your brats. But this one is a plant-based sausage with a smoked Gouda cheese.
Show us.
There you go, dig in.
Oh, you got to pull it out because she's not going to touch it.
Dig in, that's the one.
Oh. Show us. Hold
Yes.
it up for the camera.
The butler's breakfast.
Oh, my goodness. Look at that.
For the on-the-go folks who just want a little something to grab, it's got your protein, it's got your cheese, it's got your carbs.
No, it looks
It
like...
looks inviting.
No, it looks like a pretzel is giving birth to a sausage.
There you go.
No, it's nice.
Yeah.
No,
So
taste it.
This
Taste
one
it.
inspired by
It
Livingston.
looks like a toad in the hole.
It is a bit of a toad in a hole, pig in a blanket.
All right, well, he's sampling that. This film, a bit of trivia about this film. So this lagoon thing that they're filming in, legend had it that the actual lagoon was bottomless. But the director decided to have somebody check. They had a diver go down. It was only 40 feet deep.
Well, it was pretty murky.
It was murky, but it's 40 feet. That's still fairly deep, right?
Why would they send someone into a bottomless pit?
So that they could confirm it was bottomless, right?
Art.
It is art. What do you think?
Delicious.
It's
Thank you,
tasty.
Livingston.
No, she's so good. She's so good at this.
Quite
People
nice.
people order you things from all over the world, do they not?
All over the States.
All over the States. Well, we have to change that.
Yeah.
So if you're watching from, say, the UK, place an order, and then you'd FedEx that like super speed. Like they would put it on the Concorde,
send it there, and then you can still have it while it's warm.
The
That's a work
Concorde
in
no longer
progress.
flies.
The Concorde no longer flies.
No.
Yeah, that's sad. Yeah, that was a good day. I've been on the Concorde. Have you?
Once.
It's the tiniest little plane you've ever been on. It's like being on a private,
Only
Hey,
fit
it's
100 people, I believe.
right, because it's long, but the tube itself is tiny. Anyways, let's get back to this film, and then we come back. You've got one for me to try,
I
right?
sure do.
All right, off we go. Frog Dreaming. We'll be back shortly. See you soon.
Hey, my name is Scott. I'm calling from Panama City, Florida. I'm a retired police detective. I hate cop shows on primetime TV. I love the shows you show. The vintage stuff, great stuff. I love your YouTube channel. Thank you very much. You have enlightened my life.
Hello, this is Livingston. Apparently, one of my newly acquired domestic duties is to request help for our show financially by asking you to visit our Patreon page. Your generosity will help keep Creature Features on the air, which I'm not entirely sure is a good thing. However, with only a few dollars a month from you, your kindness will allow us to continue creating new programming each week, which apparently some of you curiously enjoy. And should you have the desire to give even more, you might even receive a gift from Miss Tangella. I think not. Please visit the website below to learn more. Thank you.
Hair today, gone tomorrow. I like yours.
Thanks.
No, it's nice. Have they ever made a dish with hair in it? Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. They use every part of an animal except for the hair, right?
Angel hair pasta.
Angel hair pasta. There
Yes.
you go. Welcome back to the show. If you're just joining us, you're really late, but that's all right. We'll forgive you. But we have Clare Elaine with us, and she's been bringing us these custom-made pretzels. So, what can you call them? Like boutique pretzels?
I like to think of them as gourmet pretzels. This collection is inspired by the Creature Features family.
She like designed this. So, what'd you do for me?
Next up, I have the Salty Rocker.
The salty rocker. Let me give me a salty rocker.
Inspired by you,
Oh
my friend.
goodness! So what's in the middle?
It is a salty, large pretzel with feta cheese, olives,
goodness.
and Malden sea salt.
Give him one too. This is
Enjoy.
Andrew, by the way. I brought him out to be a taste tester as well. Oh, good Lord!
So the
there
black
is cheese.
olives matches your outfit, of course. The feta cheese and the Malden salt keep it salty and rockin'.
Oh my God! This is so good.
You're the inspiration. So that might be a keeper on the menu for sure.
You should make one called the Garbage Man for Andrew.
Just kind of the kitchen sink in it.
No, you don't put actual garbage in it.
Yeah.
But what would go inside of Andrew's pretzel?
M&M's.
M&Ms. See? But
M&Ms, I wouldn't
you'd
have thought of that.
You'd have to put them in after you baked it, right?
Well, it could be nice and melty inside. I'll work on it for the next time. We'll call
You
it
know
the
what the
hammer?
French do? And I love this.
Run?
They will... No, what?
Nothing.
No. The French will take toast, and then they will cut slices of chocolate and bake it in the oven just to melt it. And it's like chocolate toast.
Leave it to the French.
No, this is what they do. And I don't know how they do it. They remain thin while they eat chocolate toast.
Apparently, it's something to do with the wine.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
No, that's, I think, the
I
wino
don't believe
excuse.
it.
That's the wino excuse. Oh, yeah, it's because we drink wine. Anyways, what do you say we get back to this film? And we'll find out more about what you're doing after we come back.
Sounds good.
All right, off we go. Back to Frog Dreaming. See you soon.
This portion of Creature Features is brought to you by CreatureFeatureStore.com, the official merchandiser of Creature Feature accessories.
This film completely reminds me of the Goonies
Oh, very much.
and the whole Steven Spielberg thing. But, you know, it's a nice style to copy. I mean, he's had success doing that, right?
It's comforting.
It is comforting. And I like comfort. I like comfort food. Speaking of which, what in God's name is this?
I made this special for you. It's a magical CF for Creature Features.
Oh, look at that logo. She does custom logo work.
This is very custom just
That
for
is
you,
so-
but you can find my pretzels and breads at
Show me-
woodenpedal.com anytime.
Oh, you want to do the pitch, right? Let's do it properly. Woodenpedal.com, right?
That's right.
Right? And that's, oh, this is wonderful. Here, take the plate. I'm going to take these. Oh, my goodness. Look at this CF.
Highly custom.
You know, Hendry's going to eat these.
That's fine. That's what they're there for. Or you can
Press 'em
shellac
in.
them and put them up somewhere.
Da, 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 da.
Makes a mustache too if you
Da,
like.
da, 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 da. This is so good. You should start a warehouse and a factory, and you need to clone yourself so you could produce like millions of these every day.
I would love that.
Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah.
So, okay, so the website, they can visit your website. Now, of course, a bakery that's far away from you, how do you do business with it?
I do a lot of online orders, so people pick them up.
So where's the farthest you've ever shipped?
I've done a lot of shipping to New England, Rhode Island, Connecticut, Maine.
Other side of the country?
Yes, and it
Right.
usually takes 2 days to get there.
And it's still good.
fresh.
It's still
I vacuum
wonderful,
seal
right?
it. I've tested this, tried and true. So yeah, you can get shipped lovely jumbo plain pretzels and the bread that you love so much.
Oh yes, no, she
Mm-hmm.
she makes this bread. We don't have it out right now, but it's just one of the most wonderful. You call it table bread.
I do call it
You
table
need to
bread.
give it a more noble name
It
because
belongs
it's
on every table.
No, this is like I think you should call it the Emperor's Roll. No, it is so good. And you know what
He
I
does
do
love
with
the
it?
bread.
So Tinchella has chickens out back, and we get fresh eggs every day. And I will make what is it called? Eggs in a basket.
Oh yeah,
Right, so I will slice it and I will make it eggs in the basket. It's the most delicious thing.
moons on
ever.
toast.
It's wonderful. It's
Yeah.
wonderful. All right, what do you say we wrap up this film? And when we come back, we're going to find out what you're doing next.
All right, sounds good.
All right, off we go to the end of Frog Dreaming. Don't go away after the credits because we've got more things to show you and you won't be here, will you? And that ends Frog Dreaming. The monster was a steam shovel.
Who knew?
Who knew? Well, speaking of monsters, look at this little monster.
My little monster.
He looks like, she was saying, he looks like a little wolf man.
He is
Little
part werewolf.
werewolf.
Yeah, he is part werewolf, I
Well,
believe.
what is he?
Your guess is as good as mine. If anyone wants to guess what he is, go ahead.
Well, people on YouTube, they will go and they will put comments.
I'd love to hear what you think.
And I'm sure we have a dog expert. If you know what kind of dog this is, put it in the comments.
I'd love to hear what you think about Lincoln, what kind of breed he might be.
Yeah, hold him up so we can get a full view. There he
He's
is.
very malleable,
and
course,
he
adorable.
does a little dance.
He does dances, sure.
He's very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. All right, we'll find out. We'll solve this
I
mystery.
can't
for
wait
you.
to hear what your people think.
What's next for Clare Elaine?
Well, I'm always twisting it up over at my bakery, Wooden
Right,
Pedal, in
right.
Santa Rosa.
Right.
Love to ship to your friends out here.
So you can ship everywhere, and but if you're visiting the area, which is the Sonoma County wine country, you're off Highway 12.
I'm on Highway 12 in beautiful Rincon Valley, Santa
Lincoln
Rosa.
Valley, Santa Rosa.
Yep.
Very nice. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on our show
Thank you
and
for having me again. It's always a pleasure to be here.
bringing some samples. And next time you're in the neighborhood, or next time I'm in the neighborhood, we'll chat again.
All right.
All right, and as far as you guys go, thank you so much for staying up and watching our little film. We're glad you stayed with us and didn't watch that other movie, which didn't sound that great anyways. And, you know, that other movie doesn't have Tangelas, so there's that. Anyways, we will see you next week, and don't forget, we love you. See you next time. So, Claire, you know, with all your creative creations with these pretzels, do you think you'd be able to make one that's in the image of Tangela?
Oh, Tangela? I could, but it might destroy my kitchen.